Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Come on, stay! Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mon. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6 out absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bond ran last time. Here he'll throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic change.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
52 blocks. 10 cycles.
On 2nd and 7, Mond. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 30 on second down, Mond going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Titans nothing. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Again, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, Cook. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Watson on third and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Troy Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal of 31.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, Well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff running left is Mostert. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. On now off of play action. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they go play action here. Mond. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Slide for the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Titans 3. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Troy Anderson in there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, in Brandon Guy.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed. And that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Ready?
They hand it off to Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watson on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway. meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Here's Watson. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Watson, off play action. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here's Watson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
On the double.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this is Cook with a grab. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game